all access pass, if you will, to that community or to that person. For instance, Ken Griffey Jr., you get access to his inner circle. You get access to private batting lessons. I don't know, I'm spitballing here. Once a month, you go to a ball game with Ken Griffey Jr. Whatever that might be, that's the additional utility. So you get real world utility, and then there's all this Web3 utility that we have barely even scratched the surface on. And that is why the space is so incredible, because it literally takes something that is so far in the past. Well, not really. A lot of people still play with trading cards. Not even play. They move some trading cards now. But I'm telling you what, it is absolutely incredible how it is starting to come back into the same kind of trading sphere, the same exact kind of light. And I'm telling you, man, this is a spot where you want to be. So if you have not got an NFT yet, if you hadn't had that light bulb moment yet, I hope that gave it for you. And I hope you guys are all on board to getting invested. If you don't know how to buy an NFT, you don't know how to purchase Ethereum, hey, just go back to episode 1 and 2. We covered that. We covered this. We're going to cover whatever the hell else we're going to cover after this. And then we're going to get into the fun stuff after that. So, my friends, keeping it moving, keeping it grooving. I wanted to talk about, because obviously you see there, here we go. Definition. All right, so that's pretty much everything defined, right? So that's an NFT. Now let's keep it moving. First of all, 25 concurrent viewers I just saw pop up like, hey, do you know what you guys do to me? Do you hold on? Just my apologies. Like, do you understand? Like, from the bottom of my fucking heart, bro. Like, and brews, brew crew. Do you understand that? Like, I fucking grinded 2 years in content and didn't get this type of love. I grinded I got over 600 hours of podcasts under the belt, and I never received love like this. So from me, because I always say it behind that PFP, I fucking love you. I appreciate each and every single one of you, because it wouldn't be without each and every one of you that I wouldn't be doing this. It's all of your fucking support. The chat's going bananas. The shit's going off. Like, it was never like this before. Y'all are fucking sick. The fucking response and the love that I've gotten, man, like, all love to you guys. But hey, keep it moving, keep it grooving. Finding quality projects. Now, I'm not the end all be all. It's the door show, okay? We're doing our own research together. But there are 5 things, and I wrote them down just to kind of have a little bit of thought process that I typically look at if I'm looking for a long-term project. If I'm looking for a degen flip that I'm going to flip overnight, shout out, might talk to a little something about that later. If I'm looking at one of those, I don't really care about these things, right? I'm just interested where the market's moving, when is it going to pump, and am I going to make some money back? That's all I care about, right? So that being said, I can get all these damn notifications. I keep hearing them in my ears and it throws me off. So 5 things, my friends. Number 1, community. Look at the chat. This is my community. If your community ain't showing out, having a fucking blast when you're doing certain things, or you pop in a Discord and that community ain't getting wild, or you could show up to a Twitter Spaces, nobody can ever argue that the Rhinos, Raw's fucking Twitter Spaces, the Brew Crew, Raw's fucking Twitter Spaces, Good Gods, Jose, woo! I mean, come on. You know the drill. My man Baby O, the name precedes themselves. So if you see a group of community, and that's all me and Baby O were, we were community members that just kind of stepped up to the plate and got on the team. I mean, it's that simple in this space, my friends, because it's so new. And if you have a strong community of people that are backing each other, sign me up. I almost will overlook all of 4 of these other things if there's community members that are just pumping the project left, right, and center. Number 2 is obviously going to be the founders and the team. That's kind of the next layer beyond that, right? I don't know that you have to get too crazy, too wild. Like, just make sure they're real human beings. Like today, you won't see HD completely dox himself, which is going to be pretty fucking cool. We'll talk about that later. But you always just at least have some type of a team, or at least people you're talking to. Are they on Twitter Spaces? Are they doing shit? Like, what are they there? At least if they're present, you don't need to see their face. Like, I'm one of the rare cases. I'm always out here. I got a podcast. I got a live show. It is what it is. So I know I'm a rare case. It ain't that big of a deal, but as long as they're out there, and that's what I respect about HD, JTR, they're always out there grinding day in and day out. And anytime you need them, you can drop them a DM and they're going to respond. And you can probably damn near bet you can get on a Twitter Space and talk to them right there live in prime time in front of everybody. So that's what I love to look at. Number 3 is a roadmap. And again, this is This is long-term shit. And I feel like we haven't talked about this in this NFT space for so long because it is the hype projects. Everybody knows the goblins. Welcome to Goblin Town. Do you want a human burger? Everybody knows. Everybody understands where the space is. It's okay. It's fine. I'm buying into it too. It ain't no big deal. I'm a degen. I'm making flips. I'm making plays. But at the end of the day, once this NFT bubble does pop, once this thing continues to grow and eventually NFT pieces go everywhere, much like Web 1 did, I would rather be involved with the teams that have a little bit of working room once it gets down that path, and that we have actually something that maybe we can fall back on and not just nothing there. So if they're providing that IRL value, are they building a real business? There's so many projects right now that are building real back-end businesses that are going to pay you for the rest of your life if you choose to get involved, i.e., the respected rhinos. I love them, giving them free plugs already. We ain't even got HD on the damn show yet, but that's number 3. Number 4 is price. Really, price shouldn't be a huge factor. What it should be is, are you getting the value? And prime example, rhinos is a 0.09 price, but do I believe that is fair? Fuck yes, 100%. Not only is it fair for the base traits, for the right off the jump, the rip traits, but then there's all this additional shit that I can't get out of HD or JTR, and I keep poking and fucking prodding, trying to get him to tell me something, and I can't get nothing out of him about all these additional traits and what they got cooked up. Not to mention all of their back-end business that they literally have been running for years and years and years and are already extremely successful. We get access to that by being part of the crash. So call me crazy, just a little something to think about. Price shouldn't be an end-all, be-all reason for you to get out, and it should provide the value. I've minted things for 0.18. I'm sure other people could say that too. If you got a bonehead, you might know that. I haven't been able to get a bonehead yet, but I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm trying. But if it has the value, take the value, right? So that's number 4. And then number 5 would be the art. Obviously nowadays, like, what the fuck is art? It's still got to grab you, right? And like, the fucking goblins are growing on me, and these undead dons, they're growing on me. And I got a fucking beer can. My PFP is a beer can with laser eyes, for fuck's sakes. I mean, but I love it. I absolutely love it. And like, I don't think there's any art. I won't buy bullshit. Like, it has to like snap my eye. And they call it in the industry a thumb stopper. And if I put that on my PFP and somebody's scrolling, like if I think their thumb would stop, I buy that thing. And sometimes it might be shit, and sometimes it might be not. But if I like the art, that's a big factor for me too. So bingo bango, there you go.